And then we go to LA to play the Rams, and that's going to be a loss. I just feel like that defense and Matthew Stafford with those offenses, it's just a better team. Like I'm not, I obviously I'm a Colts fan, but I feel like I'm somewhat realistic and not too much of a homer. I'm not going to pick us to go 17-0. Obviously, we're going to lose some games here, just not to the Titans.
Colts game, week 4, on the road, non-conference, non-divisional game. Starting right tackles out, second wide receivers out. I believe we're missing Kenny Moore. A lot of injuries on this team. The Rams are favored by 3.5. Completely reasonable for the Colts to lose this game. But I am not a reasonable person. The Colts are going to win this game easily. I don't care about a Matt Stafford, a Puka Nacua, In-N-Out Burger, California, Ice Cube. You can keep all that shit. Colts are going to be 4-0 at the end of the day. Why would I be worried about Matt Stafford? He's my age. No, thank you. Colts 4-0, easy dub. Let's go.
I think it may have come out early.
He sticks it out and it slips out of his hand. Unbelievable.
Here, Indiana move. We from Indiana. We from Indiana move. I'm an Indiana move.
Touchdown, I-N-D-Y. And he lost the ball. There's a fumble. Who's got it? The officials say the Colts do.
Great team win, baby.
Drops it way downfield, intercepted, coming forward and making the INT for the Colts in the back end to see the Colts win Super Bowl.
Hey, win on 3. 1, 2, 3, win.
Welcome back to the channel. This is Marcus Sniffles, and we're here to recap the Rams-Colts game. Colts lose 20-27 in Los Angeles. But before we get into the game, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 900 subscribers before the end of the season. Hit that subscribe button so we can reach that goal. I'd really appreciate it. Now, if I told you that we didn't have Matt Gonzalez, no Alec Pierce, no Kenny Moore, and we lost this game 27-20, and you didn't watch the game, you would probably think, you know what? That's not too bad. Non-conference game, non-divisional game. It's a road game. So, yeah, that's not too bad. But if you actually watched the game, if you saw what Xavier Howard did, if you saw what A.D. Mitchell did, if you saw the last possession by that defense at the end of the first half, if you saw all the penalties, you would think, wow, that was a game that the Colts should have won. And that's pretty much what happened. There weren't a lot of positives in this game. The only positives that I could really see, Tyler Warren got his first touchdown as a rookie. He got it at fullback, which honestly, not surprising the way that he is and the type of player he is. Him being at fullback, getting his first NFL touchdown, not surprising at all. One of the other positives in this game was Latu. Latu has been probably the most reliable pass rusher on this team without having a single sack. And today he finally was rewarded and got a sack in this game. Say what you want about his counting stats. He only has 1 sack on the season in 4 games. He only played 3 games because he was hurt last week, but he has been dominant. He's just been a tick slow when it comes to getting that sack. He's always getting pressure. He's always in the backfield. He's making plays. He's just not closing, and today he finally got one. And the defense has forced a turnover in every game. Every game this season, the defense has made a play, turned the ball over, and gave the ball back to the offense. And the offense, to its credit, scored a touchdown on that turnover. Some other positives, not sure where we would be defensively without Charvarius Ward, Nick Cross, and DeForest Buckner. DeForest Buckner, probably our most reliable run defender. Second best pass rusher. Nick Cross, great pass rusher on blitzes, good run stuffer, good in pass coverage, does everything. Charvarius Ward, shutdown corner. Doesn't give up a lot of big plays, makes tackles, doesn't have a lot of penalties, just does his job, and it's been worth every penny this offseason. If we're going to look at some of the positives on offense, Jonathan Taylor is still our best option. He's still the best player on the team, and Tyler Warren is probably the second best player on this team. Jonathan Taylor is still, like, I feel like a broken record every time we talk about this, but every game he's just going to keep chugging away, getting 4 yards, 6 yards, 5 yards, 3 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards, 4 yards. And then that third and fourth quarter, he's going to bust out 25, 50, 7-yard runs. It happens every week, and at this point, we can't be surprised about it. Now let's talk about some of the negatives, because there's a lot of them.
You made it this far. If you have not liked the video at this point, what are you waiting for? Just like the video. Hit the like button right now. I'm talking to you. Make sure you like the video and subscribe and drop a comment. All that stuff. This is a threat. Not a threat, a warning. But it could be a threat. Just do it.
Xavier Howard cannot play. He cannot be on the field anymore. Edwards, Mekhi Blackmon, Mike Hilton, put any of those three guys. With Kenny Moore being out, put any of those three guys in the game and let them do something. Because Xavier Howard, he gave up. Every time there's a big catch, it's on him. Every time. Whether it be Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, no-name receiver, Xavier Howard cannot play in this league anymore. I don't think he's not going to get better. He's an old player. He's not going to get faster. He's not going to get more explosive. He is who he is, and he's going to keep getting exposed. It's one thing to have Charvarius Ward out there, but if they're moving Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams to be matched up against Xavier Howard, there's nothing you can do about it outside of calling multiple blitzes and getting a lot of pressure to kind of keep that pressure off Xavier Howard. But sometimes Matt Stafford, a quarterback like that, is going to get the ball out quickly, and you need a cornerback that can do something, and Xavier Howard is not that guy. This team had a lot of penalties and turnovers. For the most part, we have had 0 turnovers all season. We've been one of the fewest penalized teams this season. And today we had 11 penalties, all in terrible times. And we had 3 turnovers. Lost the turnover battle 3-1. You do that, I don't care who you are. You're most likely, 99% of the time, you're not going to win the game if you lose the turnover battle. Dalton Tucker, I mean, he's an undrafted free agent. Like, I didn't expect too much from him. He did struggle a lot in pass protection and run protection. But with Matt Gonzalez out, there's only so much that guy could do, especially against this Rams defensive front. Like, they have one of the better defensive linemen and linebackers in the NFL. So to expect Dalton Tucker to go out there and be above average or even average is asking a lot. The run defense looked pretty poor also. Outside of DeForest Buckner making plays and Nick Cross making things happen, we couldn't do anything against the run. And this is where Kenny Moore's loss and injury is really going to hurt the Colts, because for the most part, the Colts' base defense is the nickel defense. And Kenny Moore is at the nickel, so he's like the third linebacker. And with him not being in there, it's going to really hurt the run defense. Even though Mike Hilton did a pretty good job, I feel like that should help out a little bit with his improved play as he gets into better shape. But we desperately need Kenny Moore back. We desperately need Jalen Jones back. The final drive of the half by the Rams, they went and Rigoberto Santos had one of the best punts of the season, put them on the 4-yard line, and the Rams just drove the entire length of the field doing whatever they wanted. It's always Puka Nacua. The last 2 times we played the Rams, it's always Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua had 100 yards at halftime. We had 0 answers for him. And it's not like Charvarius Ward wasn't covering him. He would cover him, but they would motion Puka Nacua to the other side of the field to be matched up against somebody else. Or we'd have Charvarius Ward on Devontae Adams or somewhere else. But we really need secondary help this season. We need Kenny Moore to come back healthy. We need Jalen Jones to come back. Daniel Jones, looking at his stats, he played fine with 1 touchdown, over 200 yards passing, a very good completion percentage. But he had 2 interceptions, 2 bad interceptions on deep balls. I feel like his deep pass has not been great. They kind of float in the air a little bit, but this isn't Daniel Jones turned into a pumpkin kind of game. Like, Daniel Jones played okay, considering that our offensive line didn't do great. And it was a quiet night for the wide receivers not named A.D. Mitchell, which we will get to. But Josh Downs had a few big catches on 3rd down to convert them into first downs. Michael Pittman had 1 touchdown pass, and he wasn't his typical self, but he played okay, but not good enough today. Now let's talk about A.D. Mitchell. That A.D. Mitchell pass shows everything that is great about A.D. Mitchell and what is not so good about A.D. Mitchell as a prospect or a player. It was one-on-one coverage, deep ball. he beats his man, gets downfield, makes a great catch. Like, it was a great contested catch, spins out of a tackle, speeds down the field, does all the things that you would want him to do. There is nobody else in our wide receiver room that could make that play and make those moves and have that kind of speed. There's also no one in our wide receiver room that's going to do what he did, celebrating too early, dropping the ball outside of the back of the end zone. There's just nobody that's going to do it. And there's no excuse for that. Obviously, he's in his second year as a player. He's still a young player, a very young player. I think he's still under 23 years old. He has all the physical traits, but mentally, he is not yet a professional. And this was a game that he was supposed to have the kind of shine because Alec Pierce was out. So this was his moment to kind of like show like, hey, I can be a reliable option. And he showed that, and he also didn't show that. He showed both reasons why he should play and why he should never see the field again. Now, to be fair, I'm not making any excuses for AD. AD Mitchell, he knows better. He knows that. Everybody on the Colts sideline knows it. Everybody on the coaching staff know it. Every fan watching that game knew it. That's on AD Mitchell. You cannot do that. My problem is that I feel like Shane and Danny kind of iced him out the rest of the game. Pretty much for the rest of the game. After that mistake, he did not touch the ball until, I believe, the last drive. I don't think that's good coaching, and I don't think that's knowing your personnel. AD Mitchell is a young, emotional player. And for him to be in his head like that, and for you to visit, like, fans at home can see that he is visibly in his head. The announcers can see, like, hey, he is in his head. He's not really locked in. He's outside of the huddle. He's by himself. He looked like he was going to cry on the sideline. The best way to get him out of that funk and get him out of his head, the very next play after that turnover, because the defense forced the punt. And great on the defense, because the defense kind of stepped up in the second half of that game outside of that last drive where they only had 10 players on the field. But outside of that, the defense got us the ball back. The best thing that the offense could have done for AD is immediately throw him the ball. Throw him a quick slant, a quick stop route, a screen, a handoff, anything. Get him the ball and let him know, like, hey, we still believe in you. You're still going to be out there. We still need you to make plays. And I think that is on Shane. I think that's a little bit on Daniel Jones. And those are just kind of the mental things. Like with coaching, it's not about can you call the right plays at the right time, have the right scheme. You also have to be a leader. You have to be a mentor, and you got to coach these players up. That's got to be something that has to happen. Yeah, they're professionals, but he's still a young player, and you still have to be able to you still have to show him that you trust him and that he still needs to keep his head in the game. Now, I'm not going to overreact too much to this game. Like in the first 4 games, us being 3-1, that's very good. Like, I'm not going to say like, oh, we're 3-1 and that's a bad thing. Like, we're one of the best teams. We have one of the best records. We have one of the best offenses. When we're healthy, I really like our defensive players and our scheme. So for us to lose a road game, non-conference, non-divisional by 7 points when we easily could have won this game, yeah, this is one of those games that slipped away, but we're still atop the AFC South. And this was a good first quarter of the season, no matter how you slice it. Like, this game is going to sting a lot, but this is not a loss to panic over. I'm not panicked. I'm not thinking like, oh, we're going to fall back down to who we were. We're back to the same old Colts. No. We had a lot of injuries, made some boneheaded mistakes. I don't want to say we beat ourselves because the Rams played great also, but I still feel good about this team. So let me know what you guys feel about this loss in the comment section. I think this was, I'm not going to say it was a good loss. Like, there's no moral victories, but I feel really good about this team. I don't feel any different about this team. I still think this is a playoff team. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. We're here every Monday at 7 in the morning with Colts and NFL content. Hit the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 900 subscribers for the end of the season. And hey, let's just get back on that saddle and ride it again next week. Until next time, go Colts.
Thanks for watching, babe. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel.
You made it this far. If you have not liked the video at this point, what are you waiting for? Just like the video. Hit the like button right now. I'm talking to you. Make sure you like the video and subscribe and drop a comment. All that stuff. This is a threat. Not a threat, a warning. But it could be a threat. Just do it.